All right, it's kind of the middle of the night. Not quite, not quite. We had to take Flower to the local pet emergency. So I'm gonna go walk in, drop her off. I don't wanna waste any time, but I logged off of a live because she threw up. I'll give you more details in a little bit. All right, so we are in emergency. It's very late. I had to wake Winnie up from sleeping. Thank you, baby girl. Ellis isn't with us, he's at a sleepover. Flower has thrown up multiple times today, huge amounts, and is not eating, very lethargic, and has blood in her urine. Some of it got on my sweater, if you can see. It's just kind of dripping out of her. She just threw up in the vet office. She's just not feeling well. So I hope that it's like a really bad UTI and nothing more severe. But in a minute, they'll take her and do a bunch of stuff on her. This is an emergency vet, so they're open 24 hours, and they took us in, so I pray that she's okay. You doing okay, Win? Winnie's sad and tired, but hopefully, this is the first time she's like laid down, but she's just not feeling well. I hope she's okay. So the vet tech came in. She looked concerned, but not overly concerned. And now she has to give all of her notes to the doctor. Flower's very lethargic. You guys know Flower. She doesn't sit still. She just seems exhausted and not happy and in pain. Now she hears me talking about her, but I don't know. Just hope for the best. It's okay, mamas. My good Flower. My good girl, huh? My good girl. Winnie's here to protect you, Flower, okay? She was tired, but she woke up for you. Make sure you're okay. We gotta make sure you're taking care of Flower. Yeah. All right, doctor just came in and said he's worried about her. He doesn't know if it's like a stone or something that can't pass. And that's what's causing her to have this like UTI type symptoms. And the vomit is because it's like poisoning her. So he didn't seem too thrilled. So they're taking her back. They're gonna start running tests. And they think they're gonna keep her overnight. So I don't know. We'll just keep praying. Well, it's not about the money, but they just came in and said the baseline estimate just for the exams, the emergency visit, blood work, x-rays, $900. And they haven't even done any major anything to her yet, so. But that's okay. I just want her better. I don't care how much, just get her better. Well, we're now going on about 2 hours. They're super nice here. They wheeled in a chair for us because we're sleepy. Winnie wants to go home. I want to go home. He said he's going to be honest about what we need to do. She peed out 1 kidney stone, and a lot of blood came out, and a lot of pee came out. So he said that was 1 obstruction, and it looks like there might be another one. They may need to do surgery. He said he's going to be honest. If maybe we could do other things to dissolve it so we don't have to spend that. But he said he's going to be honest, so we're just waiting for that second ultrasound now. But Flower, all her blood came back normal, so she's okay other than this. So it looks like she had stones, kidney stones, and that was blocking her up, and that was making her sick, and pee, blood, and vomit. Yeah. Well, long story short, doctor came in and said, with how much pain she's in, it's confirmed there's another stone in the bladder. We could send her home and monitor it and see if it dissolves naturally or comes out naturally. He said it could not, and then she's in horrible, horrible pain. And he said with her bloody urine and the pain she's in right now, it wouldn't really be fair to her. So the surgery here is $8,000. So we're gonna do that. Just hope she's okay. The sky sure is beautiful. I don't know how much will show up on video, but pretty phenomenal how many stars you can see tonight. It makes me think of Jen. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Winnie and I are home. We have to keep Flower. They're gonna do surgery tomorrow. We had to wait that whole time going over finances and the cost of the surgery, and they did give us a chance to say goodbye to Flower. You have to close that a little harder, baby. They did give us a chance to say goodbye to Flower, and she looked better than she did when we brought her in. That's good, because she passed the first stone. So basically she had 2 really large kidney stones, which were causing blood in her urine and causing her to vomit. Her blood looked good, but they said if you leave a big stone like that in there, it could make things so much worse. So get it out, and hopefully she'll be better. Hopefully we get her within a day or 2, they said. If she does really well recovering from surgery, we get her sooner than later. She recovered from her arm surgery like a champ, so it wouldn't surprise me if they say she could go home maybe, yeah, tomorrow afternoon, evening, or the next day. We'll see. But they were nothing but kind. I know, sweetheart. They were nothing but kind, amazing people. But we're tired. Winnie is a champ and stayed up with me the whole night. We're gonna go to bed. We had plans to go to church tomorrow. It's already 3 in the morning, so I don't think that's happening. And Ellis missed all this because he's spending the night at his friend's house. So, love you, Flower. We miss you so much. I know Mommy's there with her, taking care of her. Okay, so, sorry for my Halloween decor here. It's the next morning. Winnie and I didn't go to bed till about almost 4. We were there so late. The vet just called this morning, not the surgeon, but the vet. Basically, a long story short, they said there were options. We could have held out and not done surgery, but he said that was pretty inhumane with the pain that she was in. That was evident by the blood in her urine and the first stone that she passed. And last night when she came in, I was doing the live. I didn't realize she had been outside for a while. I went out there today. It's like a war zone out there. There were little blood spots everywhere and vomit trails everywhere. So she was having a rough go at it. But right before, like, Winnie and I went out to dinner, came home, so we didn't see a lot of what happened. Huckle. It was bad. It wasn't good. So the doctor said, you know, maybe a regular vet could do it for cheaper, maybe a few $1,000s cheaper. But she'll be in pain and bleeding and vomiting with you for the next couple days until you can get her in with the regular vet. And I wasn't willing to wait. So they're doing it. Doctor called this morning and said surgeon will be in at about 11. It's like 10 o'clock now. They're gonna remove her bladder that seems to be pretty swollen, remove the stone, and then check in there if there's anything else going on. I pray there's not. I realize anything with medical, whether it's animals or humans, I have a lot of PTSD. I really struggle with hearing news. I always think it's gonna be cancer, death, and that's something that my therapist said is gonna be with me forever because of the trauma that we've been through as a family. So I'm obviously worried about them coming back and saying she's got, you know, cancer or something like that, because we can't, you know, I don't know. Anyway, they said she slept through most of the night, peed a little bit more, which is good. And then they're gonna get her ready for surgery in about an hour. And they should call us by the end of the day, let us know how surgery went, talk about what next steps are, and go from there. The first stone she passed was pretty big, and they said the second one was bigger. I haven't asked what causes them. No one has told me what causes them. I don't know if it's just a freak thing or if it just happens randomly. I know humans get them too. I don't know if it can be prevented or something we need to do, but I'll find that out. We got home when he was very emotional. I was very emotional. I think sometimes you just kind of feel like you're losing everybody. And we're not. We have amazing people and pets in our life, but dropping off Flower and seeing how sad she was, it just was not a fun, it was not a fun night. And that classic single parent life, I had to bring Winnie with me because I don't, I can't leave her here. So she had to come sit in the vet office with me from 11:30 all the way to 3, trying to sleep on chairs, and it just felt so bad for her and for Flower. And I was gonna ride it out, and then when I was filming the live, she vomited again. And dogs vomit all the time. Like, Huckle vomits all the time. They eat something wrong, they vomit, they're fine. But then I saw some blood dripping from her back area, where normally pee would be coming out, and it was just like blood right in the same spot she was vomiting. That's when I turned and I said, I think I'm gonna have to come back on the live later, because it was very concerning when I first saw it. And when I saw the blood, that's when I called emergency vets, because it was already 10 o'clock at that point. No regular vets were open. And I knew it was going to be expensive. It's not about the cost. It's just making sure that she's better. And, I asked the vet what he would do if it was his dog, his 3-year-old pug, who's seen so many things and been through so much, and she's still so young. We're not talking about a senior dog here. She still has a lot of life. And he said he would do this surgery, so that's what we're going to do. Winnie's sleeping in. We obviously didn't get to go to church or anything this morning. We are just, I'm going to let her sleep as long as she can, and then we're just going to I got to go pick up Ellis from his sleepover, let him know what happened. And then I'll update you guys as this goes along. We should hear something a little bit later today. Excuse me. I'll do little updates on Instagram while we get some calls from some people today. We'll see. But we would really appreciate your thoughts and prayers with Flower. She's such a sweetheart, and she deserves the world. She's taken care of me through so much. I love her so much. And she deserves to have the best care and whatever she needs. She's such a sweetheart. So just pray for her, and I hope that she's going to be okay and come out of surgery okay. I'm glad that she's a healthy, young, spry dog, to where surgery is an option and they can do this, because if it was an old dog, they probably wouldn't do it. So I pray she's okay, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right. Bye, guys.